Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ladyhill farm. So as you can see, we have now moved to February and I am in my drop nose tractor and I have attached the soil sampler to it because I will start taking the soil samples of our field number 27 and our other field. The name of the other field is field number 48. I purchased both these fields in the previous episode before we ended the episode, and I will be taking the soil samples in both these fields so that we can start planting the new crops in both these fields. And my first job will be to take the soil samples, and along with it I will also be spreading the lime on these two fields. But before we start, I'm gonna show you a few new things that I have just bought and placed in our new farm. And first thing first, you can see I have bought most of my machines back right here. We have all the bales from our previous farm, and I have placed my movers right here. And if you can see, I have just purchased this workshop and the pressure washer, and I placed right here. So now I can repair my machines and I can even wash them at my farm itself. As for our other machines, I have placed few of them right here. We have our baler, cultivator, seeder, and the roller right here. I might change our ruler in the coming future because since we now have bigger fields, we might require a bigger ruler because the working speed of the rulers are quite slow. And along with this, I have also purchased a lime station which is right here, and it will be very handy because the lime utilization is quite high, so we don't have to run back to the shop again and again for purchasing the lime. So that's why I placed this lime filling station right here. I of course have to fill it with the lime, which I'm gonna do once we start with the liming work. And apart from this, our seed bags and the trailer are right here. This is the front weight of our 8S tractor, and it is because I have to sell the planter first, which is right here. You can see our draw. This is our 8S tractor, and I have attached the planter to it, and I will be selling it because it's a too small planter for our liking, and we now own bigger fields, so it will be wise to sell this planter and purchase a new one, which I will be doing in the coming time. Not today, but I'll surely be selling our older planter before we move to the next episode. And I will also be selling this diesel tank today, and along with it I will also sell our older farm before we end this episode. So straight away, I will once again jump onto the drop nose tractor and I'm gonna start with taking the soil samples of this field. And I will be taking the soil samples of the field number 27 first, and then we are gonna move to the field number 48. I think it is the field number 48. Yep, it is right here. And once the soil sampling will be done, I will start with the liming work. And hopefully, I will be spreading the lime in both these fields within this episode itself. As for the planting work, I have decided to plant canola in both these fields, so I will see if I will be able to start the planting work within this episode itself or not. Because if not, then I'll surely be doing 2 episodes in February itself so that our canola will be ready for the harvesting work before November arrives, and in this way we are gonna make a big profit once we sell all of the canola, because we already have right about 35,000 liters of canola in our silo, and from these two fields we are gonna get a lot more canola which we can sell for making a big profit in the coming time. So as for now, I'm gonna continue with taking the soil samples of both the fields, and I will see you guys once I am done. As you can see, I am almost done with taking the soil samples from both of our field number 27 and field number 48, and this is the final soil sample that I will be taking, and after that I will send them to the lab for further analysis. So there we go. Let's send them for the analysis, and I will now head back to a farm because it's now time to start with the liming work. And I think once again I will start the liming work with our field number 27 first, and after that we'll be liming the field number 48 as well. So what I'm thinking to do is I will be spreading the lime on field number 27 by myself, and for the field number 48 I might hire a worker and I myself can start with planting the canola in the field number 27 straight away. So I will park our tractor and the soil sampler right here for now, and I think I'll also have to refill our tractors before we start any type of work. So I will purchase diesel in our diesel tank, and I think 1000 liters of diesel will be enough for now. So let's buy it for 1650 pounds. There we go, and let's jump onto our class tractor. There it is, and before we start with the liming work I will be refueling our tractor, and then we'll see how much life we have in our lime spreader. But let's refuel our tractor first. There we go, we have a full tank of diesel now, and there is our lime spreader right here inside the shed. Let's get it attached to the tractor. Well, we have just over 5000 liters of lime in our lime spreader, so I will refill the lime spreader first, and then we are gonna move towards the field number 27 for spreading the lime on it. And I'll surely be reconfiguring the tires of this tractor in the coming time before we start doing any type of weeding or the fertilizing work. So let's refill the lime spreader. Well, then again I'll have to purchase the lime, so let's purchase some lime first. I will be purchasing 50 liters of lime, and it is gonna cost me over 12,000 pounds, so let's do it. There we go, and now I can refill our lime spreader right from our farm, and we don't have to go to the shop again and again for purchasing bags of lime. So there we go, our lime spreader is full. Let's slowly reverse the spreader and the tractor, and we're gonna move towards the field number 47, sorry, the field number 27. I will be spreading the lime on the field number 27 first. So we'll see you near the field. So here we are near the field number 27. Let's enter the field premises, and I'll be using the steering assist for this job because it's a big field, and I'm gonna start the liming work from this side. And we also have the soil samples of the field, and you can see field number 27 is a mix of loam, sandy loam, silty clay, and loamy sand. As for the field number 48, it is a mix of loam and sandy loam. So I will now start with the liming work on this field. So there we go, we are spreading the lime on our newly purchased field, which is the field number 27, and I will be doing this work by myself, particularly on this field, and I will be hiring a worker for our other field, which is the field number 48, and I myself will start planting the canola in this field. So this is surely gonna take me at least 2 episodes to plant the crops in both these fields, because after spreading the lime and the planting work, I'll also have to roll both of these fields, and then only we are gonna move to next month. So I'll surely be doing 2 episodes in February, and as for the coming months, we'll see how the things goes. As for the liming work, as always, my approach will be same. I will be doing a headland first, and then we are gonna go up and down in this field, and in this way we're gonna finish with the liming work. And I might also have to refill our lime spreader for quite a bit, because both these fields are quite big in size. So I'm gonna continue with the liming work, and I will see you guys once I am done with the liming work in our field number 27. Well, as you can see, I am almost finished with the liming work on our field number 27. And the good thing is that I finished this job in a single time lapse. And the second good thing is we didn't have to refill our lime spreader for the second time, which is a good thing. And that means if once I refill this lime spreader once again, it will be enough for spreading the lime on the entire field number 48 as well. So the worker won't have to stop for the lime till it gets finished with the liming work on the field number 48 for us. So I will quickly move back to the farm, and what I will do is I will refill the lime spreader, and we will move towards the field number 48, and I will be hiring a worker for spreading the lime on that field for us. Although I wanted to do some field work on that field by myself, because that field has a lake nearby it and I wanted to see it. But then again, the field work is more important to us. But I'll surely be planting the crops in that field by myself in the next episode. As for now, I will quickly refill the lime spreader and I will hire a worker for the liming work on the field number 48, and I myself will jump on our 8S tractor. And before we start planting the canola, what I will do is I will sell our older planter, for which I will be going to the shop first. As for the new planter, I have already told I won't be purchasing it as of now, and we're gonna wait for some time. So let's refill the lime spreader once again. And by the time it is refilling, you can see there is this way also through which we can enter this field. So it's a good thing we have multiple ways of accessing our field number 48. There we go. Once again the lime spreader is full, so let's reverse our spreader and the tractor carefully, and we'll move towards the field number 48, and I will see you right there. And here's the field number 48, for which I will be hiring a worker. So let's enter the field premises first, and before I hire a worker I will be closing these doors. So let's quickly close the doors, and you can see the pH value of this field is quite bad, but this will be fixed very soon once the worker will be finished with the liming work on this field. So into the AI worker menu once again, and the worker will do one headland and then it will go up and down in this field. There we go. So the worker will now continue its job, and for the stream that I was talking about, I will quickly jump right there and I will show you. So this is the lake that I was talking about. You can see it is quite near to our field number 48, and it looks absolutely beautiful right here. Whoops, I just fell down into the lake. So it's a good thing that we have this beautiful lake near to our field, and it looks quite natural too. And this is the way to access this lake if I ever have to require any type of water for our animals in the coming future, which I don't think I will be needing, because the shed that we have has an option of providing water to the animals automatically. So it's now time for planting the canola, but first I will have to sell the planter. So let's jump onto the 8S tractor, and you can see the worker is doing its job at quite a good rate. So here's the 8S tractor, and straight away we are gonna move towards the shop and I will sell the planter. And as for the new planter, I have already told I will be purchasing it in the coming time. And since we are here, what I will also do is I will sell our old diesel tank and also this farm. So it will be the last time that I will be here. So into the construction menu, I will sell this diesel tank first, and we are gonna get just over 1150 pounds for it. There we go. And hopefully I can now sell out our farm. Yep. And we are gonna get over £1 million for selling this land. So let's do it. And there we go. We now have well over £1.2 million with us. And this money is enough to purchase the remaining two fields and probably a new combine for us in the coming time. And before we exit the premises, I will also close these gates, because I won't be returning back right here. Probably not. Let's close these gates as well. And finally, we can now move to the shop, and I will sell the planters, and then we are gonna head back to our newer farm, and I'm gonna start with planting the canola in our field number 27. So see you guys right at the shop. And here we are at the shop. Let's quickly enter here, and I will be selling both the planter and the front attachment. So let's stop the tractor right here. So I will be repairing and repainting both these machines. So for the front attachment, it is going to cost me only £1 for repairing it, and to repaint it, it is going to cost me £299. And now I'm going to get over £6,800 for it. So let's sell it. There we go. And now for the rear attachment, it is going to cost me £7 to repair it, and over £3,500 to repaint it. And I can now get over £48,500 for it. So let's sell it as well. There we go. And it's now time to return back to our farm, and straight away I will attach the seeder to our tractor, and I'm gonna start with planting the canola in our field number 27. So see you guys right back at our farm. And here we are back to our newer farm. Straight away let's attach the seeder to our tractor, and I'm gonna start with planting the canola in field number 27. But before we start planting the canola, I will refuel this tractor as well. So let's do it straight away, and then only I'm gonna start with planting the canola. And I think I'll also be repairing our seeder as well as this tractor. So the refueling is done. Let's get our seeder attached to the tractor. I will also put on the front weight once again to the 8S tractor, which is right here. There we go. And now for the seeder, I think I have parked it right here in this shed. Up there it is. Let's get it attached to the 8S tractor, and straight away I will repair both our tractor as well as the seeder. As for the seeds, we have over 1800 liters of seeds, which I think should be enough for planting the canola in entire field number 27. So I'll park the tractor and the seeder right here. Hopefully it is gonna recognize both these machines. Yep, there we go. So I will repair the tractor for just over 3200 pounds. And as for the seeder, it is gonna cost me almost 500 pounds. I will repair the front weight as well for 8 pounds. And since I'm here, I will also take this opportunity to wash our tractor as well as the seeder before we start planting the canola. So let's do it. So there we go. And this is the first time that I'm washing any of my machine. I know it has taken me quite a bit of time in getting a pressure washer, but at least we are now have it, and I will try to keep my machines as clean as possible in the coming time. I think it is clean enough for now. Yep, looking as new as it can. And let's move towards the field number 27 now, and finally we can start planting the canola in that field. And I will try to finish planting the canola in that field within this episode, and this will be our final job for this episode. And for the next episode we are gonna finish with planting work in both these fields, the field number 27 and the field number 48. And I will also be rolling both these fields before we move to the next month. So let's enter the field very carefully. There we go. And let's unfold the seeder, and I'm gonna start with the planting work from this side of the field. Hopefully the gates won't interfere in between, so I won't be closing them. And once again, I will be using the steering assist, and I will be doing 3 headlands, and then we are gonna go up and down in this field. So there we go. We are planting canola in our field number 27, and once this canola will be ready, we are gonna get a lot of canola from this field, which we are gonna sell for making a big profit in the coming time, because we already have a lot of canola in our silo, which I think is just over 35,000 liters. So hopefully we can get almost 65,000 liters of canola from our field number 27 and field number 48 in the coming time, so that we can sell over 100,000 liters of canola in a single go. So hopefully we can make a big profit once we sell all the canola. And you can see the worker is also finished with the liming work on the field number 48, so it's a good timing. And the good thing is that we're surely gonna finish with planting the canola in both these fields and also the rolling work before we end this month. So I'm gonna continue with our final time lapse for this episode, maybe the final episode. I'm expecting to complete the planting work in this field in this time lapse. So I will be doing the headlands first, and then we are gonna go up and down in this field, and I will see you guys once I'm done. Well, as you can see, I am continuing with planting the canola in our field number 27. Until now, I think I have planted the canola in almost 70% of the field. So the 30% of the field is still left. But I'll surely be finishing the planting work in this field before we end this episode. So what I'm gonna do is I will be jump cutting quite a few part of the remaining of the planting work on this field. And once it will be done, I will be calling it a day. And in the next episode, we are gonna continue in February itself, and I'm gonna finish the planting work in our field number 48 as well. And I will be planting canola in that field as well. And I will also be rolling both the field number 27 and field number 48 within the next episode itself. And then only we are gonna move to the March in the coming time. And as for our remaining two fields, I will also be purchasing them in the coming time. And those two fields are field number 47, which is going to cost me just over 64,000 pounds, and the field number 46, which is going to cost me over 126,000 pounds. So we will be investing quite a lot in the coming time in purchasing the new fields, and I'll also have to purchase the combine before we start the harvesting work in any of these fields. And I will also have a look on to our finances, and I will see if I will be able to afford a planter in the coming time so that we can do sunflowers in one of our field in the coming time. And as for my seeder, I don't think I will be replacing this seeder as it is quite good enough for us. More importantly, it is a direct drill, so we don't have to cultivate the field before we have to plant any of the crops. And we also have a decent working width on it, which is I think right around 8 meters. And the working speed is also great. We are getting 11 miles an hour of working speed, so I won't be replacing the seeder, but I'll surely be getting a bigger planter in the coming time, that is for sure. And apart from getting a new planter, we now also require a big roller for our fields, because our current roller has a working width of only 12 meters and it is also quite slow. So I might consider replacing our roller in the coming time, but as for now I'm gonna stick with it for a couple of years more. And as for this series, I don't know till how long I'm gonna stay with this series, because I'm still waiting for a new map by Oxygen David, and I don't know how long it is gonna take him to complete that map and release it. So we'll see how the things goes, but I'll surely be starting making a new series, which will be a survival series that I'm currently working on. And I know I promised it that I will be starting that series quite earlier, but it took me quite a while. So I think I'm gonna get our first episode of the survival farming series before we enter to November, a real life November. So let's see how the things goes. As of now, you can see we are done with the planting work. I will leave the tractor and the seeder right here, and you can see the nitrogen level of this field is bad, but the pH value is now between perfect and good. And I'll surely be rolling this field in the next episode, which we will be doing in February itself. You can see the time is right around 11:30 p.m. So we have plenty of time to do another episode within this month, in which I will be finishing the planting work in our field number 48 as well. And I will be rolling both these fields, and then we are gonna move to the March in the coming time. So that will be it for our this episode as well. I hope you guys like this video, and if you do so, then do leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel. As for now, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.